It's just about the first anniversary of this fantastic deer hunt. My dad and I hunted since I was tall enough to walk. And at this point, a year ago, we had to load Dad's walker, his oxygen bottle, his portable toilet, as well as all the sandwiches and Cokes and things like that that you might take. But Dad still loved to hunt so much, he wanted to go with me on this deer hunt, which turned out to be our last one. And this is best buck of my life. The Lord blessed me that I could harvest him with Dad watching from a mile away through a spotting scope. And then Dad hadn't driven in 2 years because of his medical ailments. But he was energized enough seeing this buck harvested that before I could get the pictures taken of the deer, here Dad came driving to me. Four-wheel drive across the sand dunes and through the mesquites, and a huge smile on his face. My dad was an amazing man. He bought his first life insurance policy at age 15. It is beyond belief to me after all my 37 years of selling that a 15-year-old would buy a policy on himself. Dad was living in a household with 6 siblings, being raised by a mom with a school teacher education. He knew what the shortage of dollars were in a family when somebody died. The agent was there at my dad's childhood home, made that sale. The agent had to make the call. And then the agent took the time with a 15-year-old boy to really teach him and explain to him all the benefits of the cash value accumulation and the fact you could borrow it, as well as the death benefit if there's an untimely death. But it was years into my career before I realized that Dad had purchased on his own life a policy at age 15. We've written many policies on children, but parents are buying it, grandparents are buying it. But no, Dad, with his own precious pennies, paid for that first life policy. JFK assassinated November 22nd, 1963. Dad bought his biggest life insurance policy the next day, November 23rd. That motivation of national trauma was enough to move Dad to another major purchase. I'm a slow learner sometimes, and with my dad, I was a little intimidated to talk to him about finances and insurance products. I started as an agent as a 24-year-old, so oh my goodness, even though I was self-assured, I didn't know anything in life compared to my dad. And this policy that Dad bought after JFK was assassinated was a $400,000 term. And so I'm learning as an agent that if insurance needs to be changed to when insurance. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't approach my dad, but I got the help of a mentor, a Farm Bureau agent, much more experienced than myself, to meet with my dad. It's the only joint call of any significance I've done in my whole career. It's almost impossible to say with enough power in words for me the power life insurance was in Dad's life. He was uninsurable at age 60 and lived another 20 years. And during that 20 years, there were 4 untimely deaths in his very immediate family. So the catastrophe of an untimely death was much upon all of us, including Dad. And Dad was the patriarch of the family. He was the last of his generation. And so very much felt the weight of financial responsibility. He was frustrated that he didn't have more life insurance, which was also a lesson to me as an agent. Don't let people stop too soon, and also catch them before they're uninsurable. But it gave Dad great peace of mind that there were dollars ready to pay the debt he still owed on the farm. Most significant thing, I think, was probably that to my mom, that it really came income tax-free. And people forget that, and I'm still amazed how many don't know that. It was fabulous peace of mind for Mom. Keeping it affordable is easier once you've established the need. And then particularly with farmers and ranchers, they work with a lot of dollars. And so it seems always there's a way to find $1 or $2 for life insurance once they understand what it can do. But the story needs to be told in terms of family and prom dresses for girls and baseball gloves for boys and hunting trips, those kind of opportunities. Our family is not so unique. I mean, these tragedies really, of course, hit us in the gut and in the heart. But as we've digested it and lived through it, every family has their time of need. It's different flavors and different times and different events, but every family sooner or later is going to have the need of life insurance. And became very apparent as I've lived this last 20 years with Dad.